Stay tuned for the video because we got a lot of questions from Instagram when it came to what supplements to use during cutting and what things am I using myself. So throughout the video, you're gonna find out all the information as well as a Myprotein giveaway as well. As I said in the last video, we're literally just weighing ourselves every other day. It's been a couple times now, I've been stuck at 1.7 and 9.8. So I'm going to see myself today and see what weight I'm at. We're not trying to kill ourselves to see a lower number on the scale. We're just documenting just to document. The main thing I don't want to happen obviously is consistent big spikes. If it spikes up for one day, that is fine. We don't change anything. We don't try under eat. We keep pushing. We keep doing what we typically do. But for example, say if I saw 3 or 4 days in a row and they constantly up, then I'll analyze what I'm eating that day. But we've talked all about scales and how to monitor and stuff in the previous video. If you want to go watch that, feel free to. But let's go weigh ourselves. Right, so as you saw, we got a little bit of a new low weigh-in. So I'm just going to mark that down now. The good thing about this is that technically yesterday was a rest day, so I did no gym and no cardio. And the day before I only did gym. Would imply that in the next few sessions I'm probably going to move down again. But as I said, we're not fine to get low on the scale. It's more or less looking good. But when you're starting to look better and the scale is going the right direction, you know what I mean, you can't argue with it. But ideally what would be dope, realistically, a lot of people don't think this way, is if you kept looking better in the mirror but kept similar, like kept the weight very, very gradual, but you're looking better each time, that would mean that you're most likely retaining more muscle tissue because your frame is visually looking better, which means you're dropping the body fat, but on the scales it's saying that you're not really dropping. That is a good thing. People message me all the time like that's a bad thing. That is the greatest scenario ever. If you picture by picture, mirror by mirror, are looking visually better, abs are popping out, everything's looking better, and the scales ain't moved much, that is a win. That means you're retaining gains. So don't message me thinking that's a bad thing. I wish that was happening. If that number stayed the same as the 180 and that looks better, I would feel great. Oh, by the way, I should probably add the date sometimes. So today was the 30th of March, and as you know, as you should know anyway, I ended my bulk on March the 3rd. And then obviously this is just the weights trickling down over the month. Like I said in the other summer shredding videos, each one of the videos in this series is going to have a particular topic that we focus on heavy. And if you haven't guessed it, today's one is specifically about what supplements to take during like cutting periods. So be sure to hit the video a good like if you enjoy the videos so far, even though we haven't done anything yet. Just do it, and then obviously we're going to get into some gym footage. Today is my push day. So people, stay tuned for the video because we got a lot of questions from Instagram when it came to what supplements to use during cutting and what things am I using myself. So throughout the video, you're going to find out all the information. I'm about to have a supplement myself, so I thought I might as well show you guys as I go along. Right now, we've got the pre-workout here. Hopefully this will give me a nice kick up the butt, kind of just make sure I perform to my typical standard. It's like 10:30 right now, and on a Saturday, I don't normally wake up early, so I'm a bit drowsy. As a disclaimer, let me just state, you shouldn't be having pre-workout every single session though. The more you have pre-workout, the less effect it has on you because your body gets used to the caffeine. So I would only have it when you need that kick, just because you don't want to become immune to like this amounts of caffeine. It's the morning right now, so let me just show you like the stuff I'm gonna have. So we've got the Super Omega 3 tablets. I know you can't see it focused in, but it's there. I've almost run out, so I need to restock. These are good for your joints. I definitely need these because I have the oldest man joints on the planet. We've got a vitamin B complex supplement. So we've got vitamin B12, vitamin B6, and some other ones as well. We've got daily vitamins, which is like your multivitamin. Other ones, I've got CLA, but I'll probably talk about that later in the video because it's not really like an essential morning one. And then what I'm also going to do is add in some creatine in here. So this is what I'm going to be having right now. I'll go into more depth into the supplements that I have on a somewhat regular basis throughout summer shredding. I'll do that later. But just to keep the video rather swift and general at the beginning, so it's particular to everyone, not just me. When it comes to creatine, you don't need a crazy amount. You don't need to have 2 scoops a day or anything like that. It's nothing mad. 3 to 5 grams is typically what they say. And no one I really know anymore does the cycling thing like he used to. People used to take break periods and cycle back onto creatine. Actually, everybody I know as of now, in 2019, they'll just use it consistently rather than doing that. Yo, my car is cleaning. Alright peeps, we are having a beautiful day in England, man. Like the weather has been super dope, and when the weather's dope, I feel like vlogging more and I feel way happier. And yeah, I just feel good vibes, people. Anyways, first question we have, I might as well answer it while we're on the go, because it's a really good question. He says, if you could have one supplement that's not whey protein, what would you pick? For me in particular, I think it would be pre-workout. Pre-workout for me has like, we're in this era where we like instant results. Pre-workout, as soon as you take it, you have a big kick in the ass and you can see the effects. Most other supplements, it's like a very minimal effect, and over time you may see results. So yeah, I think for me in particular, I would definitely say pre-workout. I would say most other bodybuilders would probably say creatine, just because creatine is a pretty solid supplement, but it takes like a few weeks of usage for you to see it. And even then, it's not like pre-workout where it's like a big kick. It's more like gradually you'll notice that you have more endurance, you have a little bit more strength. So yeah, those two are probably, outside of whey protein, will probably be the top two. But yeah, many other people that probably say creatine, especially because they're obsessed with monsters because of Christian. So yeah, I'll probably say that.
You won't get the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you lose? And be careful.
I had dreams of fucking an R&B chick. Then I found out that R&B chick already had a dick. Already slept with your favorite rapper, already sick.
Yo man, I love rap, man. The only thing I hate is that YouTube blocks all this stuff now, man. I used to like love letting you like hear the type of music I listen to, so you can kind of hear about a vibe too. Ironically, when I get in the gym, I'm gonna put on a podcast, because I listen to podcasts during my training sessions. Anyways, we are in the gym car park right now, and before we go in, I want to answer some questions. Okay, we got a good question here, just because it allows me to clarify some things. We have a question which is what supplements do you need for cutting? I wouldn't say you need any supplement to cut, like it's not essential. Even when you're bulking, like no supplement is crucial. You don't need it. Some can just be beneficial, but you can make results without them. You don't need them. So I don't want to make it seem like this video is to promote supplements and stuff. That's not the case. You don't need them. You don't need them. None of us do. It's just a case of they can be beneficial. For example, if you're not hitting your protein goals on a daily basis because you either can't afford the food or you just can't eat anymore, a whey protein comes in handy. But I wouldn't run to whey protein because it's the best thing for gains. It's not. It's just protein. It's not magical properties. It's literally just protein. It says, how long before a workout should I take pre-workout? I would say personally, I think it depends on the dosage, like how strong the caffeine is, but typically like 15 minutes for the main weight session. So if you're gonna go to the gym and do cardio, I'll probably drink it while you're doing the cardio. Like if you do like a 5-10 minute warm up on the bike, I would drink it during that. But if you're gonna go into the gym, just do a quick warm up and then get straight into the gym session. Then 15 minutes before the actual weights begin. There's no point drinking loads of it before cardio. You're gonna, waste it. Just use it for the weights. A question from a teenager here. It says, is 15 too young to be having protein shakes? To be honest, technically no, because it's just protein. But I wouldn't take it at 15. I personally wouldn't take it. Like, I'm not gonna say it has any detriments to your body. I'm just saying, if you're a beginner or you're pretty young when it comes to like training or just in life, I would stick to the basics. So get your food right, your basic nutrition. Don't think protein shakes is gonna outwork you eating crappy foods. So if you're a teenager and you wanna have protein because you heard that's what gets you big, that's not the case. It's your overall diet and nutrition. I should start saying the word nutrition, not diet, because I don't mean as in something to make you lose, like stop eating as much. I mean just the way you eat in a day. So you really need to focus on that. I wouldn't run to supplements thinking that it's God's gift, because it's really, really not. And believe me, I'm sponsored by a supplement company. You see this logo right here? That's Myprotein. Believe me, you think they wouldn't prefer me to say, yeah, get this supplement, but I'm trying to be very honest and opaque, transparent with you. Who says opaque? But yeah, I'm trying to be transparent, you know what I mean? They just can be beneficial. Like, I take them myself, so I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm just saying that don't feel like they are the answer to everything. Everyone should know this, but a lot of new people and beginners don't, so you have to kind of keep reiterating it. Well, let's get through some more of these questions. We've got, is creatine worth taking, and how long does it take to see the effects? It said that like continual use for around 10 to 14 days is typically when you start seeing it. But as I said, it's not like a pre-workout where you're gonna just feel like a big wham. It's just like a gradual effect. So if you continually keep training, drink a good level of water, and keep your nutrition good, and take creatine, not just take that and do bullshit, you will see like a gradual like increase in either your strength, your endurance, or both. Is there any point in taking fat burners since you're already being a caloric deficit and losing weight? Fat burners for the most part are just caffeine pills. They market them as fat burners because they make your heart kind of, in layman terms, they make your heart kind of beat quicker, and then you're more likely to sweat more when you're training, so they count that as you burning more calories. But a fat burner doesn't truly work, as in if you take a supplement, a fat burning supplement, and do nothing, you're not going to see a big difference at all. Think of it this way, when it comes to those, if they truly did work, there would be no fat people on the planet, because any fat person will get prescribed fat burners from a doctor. Think of it that way. The fact that they don't shows that they are not truly beneficial and do not truly work to the way that they are labeled. I've taken fat burners, but simply just as a pre-workout. If I don't have any pre-workout or I don't feel like drinking a lot of water, I will take one of the fat burning pills, and it was just the same thing. It gives me alertness and I feel more amped for the session. It's not a fat burner as in like you take it and the fat falls off your body. Is pre-workout worth it for an active 14-year-old boy who goes to the gym and football? No, man. You're 14. You should be living off life. You should be pretty good. I'm gonna say no. At 14, realistically, you shouldn't be that run down that you need a pre-workout on a somewhat daily basis. You should have enough energy just naturally from life. If you don't, then maybe I'd recommend improving your sleep first, because that's what pre-workout often people use it for, is because they didn't get enough sleep the day before and they're tired, and when they go to train, they're still lethargic. So if I was you, I'd focus on your sleep, your nutrition, and try and get those on point, and you'll naturally feel more alert throughout the day. Okay, we got another question. Which supplements are useful for cutting? I'm gonna say pre-workout, but that's like year round, because when you're cutting, especially the deeper ends, you're gonna notice that your energy is gonna kind of dip a bit, and having a pre-workout or something that's gonna help keep you a bit more alert in the session and push it and try and keep the weights as high as you can, and by giving you energy. A pre-workout is good, but I wouldn't have it daily. Creatine, even though a lot of people think you shouldn't take it when you're cutting, or a lot of newbies, creatine is a good one, because as I've mentioned, the endurance increase and strength increase can definitely help you throughout a cutting period. Just try and take it consistently. What other questions are there? RT boosters any good? And honestly, I don't know much about them. That's test boosters, right? That's like the steroid realm, isn't it? No, anything outside of the standard supplements that you buy from like a real store, I don't know about. I don't even know many of the names for steroids or test boosters or SARMs. I only just learned about like 6 months ago. All these supplements, to be honest, I like staying ignorant to them, because the more ignorant you are to them, the less likely you are to potentially get tempted. I don't believe I would get tempted, but if you're someone that kind of is always looking for fast gains, if you constantly hear someone talk about, oh yeah, well so-and-so's on SARMs or whatever, and they saw results in 6 months, that little bit temptation can grow and grow and grow to the point one day you're ordering off some dodgy site and God knows what can happen to you. So in honesty, I would try and stay naive to anything outside of what you're going to use. Learning increased amounts about steroids, and you shouldn't be taking them, is going to eventually lead to some bad side effects. Either you're going to hate the people that take them and be jealous of them because they're seeing quicker results potentially, or you're going to end up taking it yourself. Other question, which is omega-3 fish oils, are they worth supplementing in a cut, as I don't eat much fish? I think they're good to supplement throughout the whole cycle, let alone just cutting, because they have a good impact on your joints. Right people, that is enough questions for this part of the video. Maybe answer some more later on, because right now I've just been sitting in the car burning up because the windows is killing me. I had to have them up because the audio would have got messed up. So we're either at the moment, you've seen all the footage in the gym because there's an overlay, or we are now leaving the gym. Sun's still shining, people. Whee! I feel great, man. Yeah, I feel good. That pre-workout, I tell you, man, flavor may suck, but stuff works, man. And if I'm correct in how I'm gonna edit this, by now you should either heard a decent amount of stuff towards supplements and going over quite a lot of questions that some of you from Instagram asked me. So if you have, thumbs that video up, and we've still got more to come. Alright people, your boy is back from the gym, and I smell a bit funky, so I'm getting ready to shower. But before we do that, I want to get the giveaway bit out of the way so I don't forget. So basically, one of these things you'll be able to win. So if you know the drill already, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram. Hold up. The popo's coming for me for giving away so much gains. But yeah, all you've got to do is follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to post a picture or a video right here. If you go on my Instagram and you follow me, go on that picture, double tap it to like it, have 2 friends in the comments, obviously read the caption as well, and that's basically your entries. If you can write anything in the comments that helps you stand out, you never know, that could help you as well. Then what you get to do is pick one item from in here. One item. The last guy tried to pick 2 or 3. One item you can pick, and I'll post out to you out of my own pocket, because this is my own giveaway. Even though I am sponsored by Myprotein, so if you buy anything from them, 35% discount code is in the description box. This is a giveaway I'm doing personally myself. So yeah, anyways, we are gonna go shower now because your boy stinks. Alright peeps, I've got a package from Myprotein themselves. I have an inkling as to what it could be, because I know they've released some new bars lately. All birthday cake flavour as well. 6 layer bars. So I'm guessing the bar has 6 layers. Chili Christian. Actually like real like birthday cake. Got like some sort of jam thing in it. If you look at the inside, it's actually like a cake. Whereas if you know the grey bar, I love their birthday cake, but it's more gooey than cakey. It's 256 calories, 9 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs, and 20.5 grams of protein. That's not terrible.
That's not.
I was gonna say, because the carb crushers are like 210, this is only 40 calories more. And I will say this is thicker, not as long, but it's thicker, so it might fill you up more. And it's actually got cake in it, like.
That's what she said.
Mr. Pervert, that's what she said. I've almost finished the full bar. I gotta come back to you and tell you, this tastes good. This tastes good. When I first had it, I only had 1 bite. I've almost completed the whole thing now. It is really, really tasty. And it's quite sweet as well, so if you have a sweet tooth, this is the bar you probably go to. I'm gonna look forward to trying some of the other ones that they have. I'm sure there's a few of them because I know I've seen one in a pink packet. But yeah, I co-signed this one. So TJ co-signed. So going over some of the supplements that I actually take myself throughout, like, well, what I will be taking throughout this summer shredding, cutting journey type stuff. So I've already spoke about some of them, but some of the ones I haven't spoke about. ZMA is just to help me get deeper sleep. I personally feel like it does help. Whether it's a placebo or not, I'm going to use it because when I do take it, I mentally feel like I do wake up and have like a deeper sleep. The whey proteins, I'll only have those on the days when I don't eat a lot of meat. I've spoke about that in the typical vlogs. Creatine, I'm going to try in particular, remember to take it every day. I spoke about like amino, energy and BCAAs, I think so already. Very minimal effects, but I will start taking it probably further down the line. These ones I really count as a food source. It's the carb crushers, which are just like protein bars. I like having these in my backpack and in my car for when I'm hungry. So I know that I've always got at least a snack nearby in case I run an errand and need to eat something. So at least I have something with half decent level of protein in it. So I like having those. The peanut butter one is my favorite. The fudge brownie is okay, but I'd recommend the peanut butter. CLA, this one's a bit of a tricky one. I will be taking this particularly for me. I wouldn't say it's one of the supplements I would highly recommend, but it's a fatty acid that is meant to help you stay leaner, like helps you maintain a leaner physique. The last time I was like super lean, I did take it. I'm not gonna say it's solely because of this, but I'm gonna continue to use it. And also can afford to, like if you haven't got the budget for these things, I wouldn't recommend CLA. But I personally feel like I did see a difference when I used it, so yeah, I'm gonna continue to. Alright people, so that is basically the video. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to take part in the giveaway if you haven't already. And anyways, I'm about to make a move and get outside and enjoy some of this sun and start doing a little bit more furniture shopping. So yeah, it's stuff you probably aren't that thoroughly interested in. But anyways people, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, click it because you're already like 12-15 minutes in. Anyways people, I'm gone. Peace out. Thanks for watching.